Good evening, Internet. Shroom here. Tonight I'm going to head into MTG Arena, which I haven't played in a while. Going to do some explore, playing my pet deck, which is a Dimir Disinformation Control deck. Every time a new set is released, I like to see what pieces come out of the new set that might fit well in this deck, and we've got a couple tonight. Let's take a look. So this is a Dimir control deck, very highly interactive. It's based on the basic core of the engine is Disinformation Campaign. There's 3-mana enchantment. Then when it ETBs, our opponent discards and we draw a card. And whenever we surveil, we bounce this back to our hand. So it's a perpetual engine of grinding our opponent's hand into nothing while it replaces itself each time that we play it, and it bounces when we do our surveilling, which we do quite a bit with Search for Azcanta, which is a surveil that also flips into an amazing land that draws us awesome cards. We do it with Sinister Sabotage, a counterspell that surveils. We do it with Thought Erasure, a hand disruption spell that surveils. And we do it with the Surveil lands that we now are playing 3 of that came out in LCI, which just surveil when they ETB, so they bounce our Disinfo campaign, and they let us fix the top of our library. So that's the basic shell of the deck. And then, you know, we got a lot of the interaction you expect. More discard in the form of 2 Thoughtseize. Removal, we've got Fatal Push. We've got Shieldred's Edict. We've got Go for the Throat. We've got some sweepers in the main. 1 Meathook Massacre, 1 Path of Peril, 2 Ritual of Soot. And then we've got some additional counters and card draw. 3 Steps Ahead is one of the new cards from Outlaws of Thunder Junction, which this used to be Supreme Will, but I think this is just strictly an upgrade. So it starts at 1 blue, and you can spree, so you can choose to add additional modes to it. For 1 and a blue, it just counters target spell. So for 2 blue, it just can be a cancel if you want it to, which is nice. It's probably better overall than Supreme Will, which you could pay 4 mana to not have it be countered. This just is a hard counter. Or for 1 blue and 3, you can create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control, which isn't going to come up that much because we don't really have that many non-legendary creatures. We don't really have any artifacts. So that mode, not going to be too useful in many situations. And then finally, for 1 blue and 2, lets you draw 2 cards and discard a card, which I think is probably better overall than doing an impulse, which Supreme Will does. So far in testing, it has proven to be. We've got that for card draw. We've got a couple of memory deluges for card draw also. And then in addition to 3 Steps Ahead, the other new piece we are trying tonight is Stoic Sphinx. This is a 4-mana 5/3 flash flyer that has hexproof as long as you haven't cast a spell this turn. So just on rate alone, this seems really, really good to me. 4 mana for a 5/3 flash flyer. Just the stats on it are great. And like the fact that it's going to have hexproof is really awesome too. You know, like this is going to be a nightmare. If we can resolve this when our opponent's tapped out, we're a control deck, so we can kind of choose when we play spells and don't play spells a lot of the time. Because, you know, we can sit on instant speed removal and counter spells, or, you know, we can Thoughtseize someone, see if there's a good window to play additional spells and go off that way. Our opponent may not have that luxury, so this can set up a lot of plays where we force their hand, where like we cast a spell and they see a window, so they have to play the removal spell to get rid of the Stoic Sphinx, but maybe we have a counterspell ready or something. And this really just, I think, is a very good creature for this deck. It's the kind of threat this deck wants. A cheap-ish 4 mana, a big threat. 5 power is, you know, 4 hits and your opponent's dead. And the hexproof is just fantastic. So I feel the deck really wants a card like this. Our deck is kind of more threat dense than a lot of control decks, or maybe that's kind of the way that I prefer to play it. Where, like, since we have a lot of discard, you know, we get to check our opponent's hand a lot. And if we see that they are in a spot where they don't have a removal spell, we can just stick the Stoic Sphinx and ride it to victory. That's the theory, at least. So those are the cards we're trying from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. 3 Steps Ahead and Stoic Sphinx. I have a feeling they're going to be quite good. Particularly this Sphinx I have high hopes for. And then the rest of this deck is, we got our sweepers, we got a Path of Peril, a Meathook Massacre, 2 Ritual of Soot, we got Ashiok, Nightmare Muse as another win con. I'm a big fan of this Planeswalker. I love the fact that it can Dimrova Horror as a -3, and it just creates an army of 2/3 tokens that just take over the game when our opponent is top decking. one Urtai is just kind of a catch-all. You know, it can be a counter spell, it can be a removal spell, it can be a stifle, just whatever you want it to be. It's not particularly great at any of those things, but it does it all in a pinch, and that's what I like. I like versatility. So there's a total of 26 lands in the deck. Another change that I made is I've gone back to running Jawari Disruption. Now, there was a time when I was running 4 Jawari Disruption in this deck, and then I went down to 0, and now I'm back up to 2, because I want, I did shave 1 Sinister Sabotage. I want a little bit more interaction at the 2 mana range, so I do like the fact that Jawari Disruption can hit any spell, not just non-creatures, like Spell Pierce, which we also playing 2 of, which I love Spell Pierce. Don't leave home without it in deck, you know, in the dark. I always like to have Spell Pierce in blue control decks. And Jawari Disruption, I like they can hit any spell, and your opponents often won't suspect it. And if they do get hit by it once, they'll play around it for the rest of the game, which can be very advantageous. So there's a total of 5 always ETB tapped lands, which is a little high, but hopefully the advantage that we gain by playing these lands will compensate for a little bit of extra slowness. The sideboard contains 2 Pithing Needles. I like this card in a lot of matchups. It's good for naming all kinds of artifacts, you know, planeswalkers. Just a very good card. Negate for control matchups, Narset for matchups where our opponents want to draw cards. Our graveyard hate is Go Blank and also 1 Erebos' Intervention. I like Erebos' Intervention. I know that it's not a commonly play card, but it is good graveyard hate that's instant speed, and I also do like the fact that it's good against aggro decks because it can gain you life and kill creatures. Then I've been seeing a lot of blue-white control decks lately, so I'm now sideboarding 2 Malevolent Hermit, which if you can flip it and protect it, just like, it means that you win the control matchup because they can't counter any of your stuff. And blue-white, I've seen decks that just load up on the counter spells, like 4 of Negate, 4 of Mystical Dispute, 4 of No More Lies, 4 of Dovin's Veto. So, having lost to a couple of decks like that, perhaps I'm overcompensating by adding these Hermits, as well as all the discard. I did, however, lose the Thought Distortion that I had in my sideboard in favor of an Unmoored Ego. I just want a little bit extra help against Pheonix, really. This is also good against Lotus Field. The Pheonix matchup is a little rough, because the only main board graveyard hate we have is a couple of Hives. So if we can draw an Unmoored Ego and like exile all the Phoenixes, that will make me feel a lot better. You also can just exile, you know, like Lotus Field. You can exile Omnath from like Money Pile decks. It's just it's a good one of sideboard card. And finally, we have 1 Shieldred in the sideboard for matchups where it's good, where we, you know, aggro matchups where we want to gain life. 1 Path of Peril and 1 Meat Hook Massacre are additional sweepers we can add in matchups where they are good. Now, another change I made was that I used to have 2 Meat Hooks in the main and 2 Rituals, but I swapped out 1 Meat Hook for a Path of Peril in the main. I have a 2nd Meat Hook and a 2nd Path in the sideboard. It's just because with the Slickshot bird guy, the mono red decks are getting out of control. So I worry that, well, in testing, I just noticed that Meat Hook Massacre was not fast enough to deal with that deck, because like you really needed to get it up to 3 in a lot of cases to make sure that you kill those birds and like all the prowess creatures. But that's 5 mana, which is, it's asking quite a lot to survive until turn 5 against that deck. So that's also a reason why I went up to 3 Fatal Push, where I used to have only 2. So yeah, I went over the land mana base. There's 26 lands, counting the tech of Jawari Disruption, 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 1 Otawara, and 4 Field of Ruin, which I don't leave home without, because there's so many lands you need to deal with in Explorer/Pioneer. So that is the deck. How has OTJ treated Dimir Disinformation Control? Let's find out. Hopefully it'll be fun. I was playing a bunch last night and just getting slaughtered, but I think I was getting, you know, kind of unlucky. Like, I always seem to draw things in the wrong order, which is a little concerning. You know, this deck doesn't have a lot of card draw. It does have a lot of surveillance, so hopefully that will be enough to get us where we need to be. And with the Disinfo campaign, you know, we're going to keep our opponents to very few or 0 cards in hand. So that's kind of like the whole heart of this whole deck. And if we get that going on, we can have some success. So let's get into some matches on the ladder. I hope you enjoy. And if you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Okay, Bam Foran is our first opponent. Now, we are pretty low down on the ladder because I haven't been playing Arena at all lately. But the competition's still sweaty in Explorer. Like, no one who's playing Explorer is playing Jank, really. And our hand looks good. We've got Thoughtseize, which we can play turn 1. Probably a good idea to do so. We also have Jwari Disruption. So this is like Dimir Control. I think I'll just take Shark Typhoon. The question is, do I Jwari Disrupt their Deduce? And I think I will. Another Thoughtseize. I think I'll hold up Disruption. I'll go for Thoughtseize here. They go for Deduce. Counter. Shieldred's Edict, Deadly Cover-Up. I'll take Edicts, because I do play quite a bit of Walkers. Alright, let's go for a Deluge. Ashiok plus Thought Erasure. Alright, let's go for Thought Erasure. Torrential Gearhulk, Deadly Cover-Up. Let's get that Torrential Gearhulk. I don't think I need Ritual of Suits. Alright, well, let's hope they didn't top deck, Removal or Spell Pierce. They can Deadly Cover-Up if they want to.
Terror lurks among us.
Okay. Let's attack. Let's plus. Let's Disinfo.
Shadows awaken.
Urtai. Yeah, Urtai's good. So now we have Urtai mana. Deduce. We can let him deduce, that's fine. Shieldred's Edict will counter. They do get a card, unfortunately. So it'd be nice to find a counter for that Deadly Cover-Up. Do they have anything good exiled? Not yet. I'm gonna continue plussing.
Creeping, thieving progeny.
I could try to bounce Urtai, but I don't think I will. I'll hold on to this Otawara and just go for a Memory Deluge. So here comes the sweeper. I actually could bounce Urtai and counter the deadly cover-up. Which maybe that's good. We do have him almost dead. I put them at 2. We'd give them 3 cards in hand. Shark Typhoon. Okay. I think that's actually fine. What's Deluge? Shark Typhoon is fine. Thought Erasure. And I don't know. A land? Okay. So let's Thought Erasure you. Take a Fatal Push, which they don't play. 3 steps ahead, yeah, that's fine. Let's Disinfo you, bounce your Typhoon, make you discard. Okay. So against Dimir Control, I think I'll go for Narset, Negate, their Torrential Gearhulk deck. Go blank. I'll cut Massacre. I want to keep in some amount of removal. Cut a couple of Fatal Push. Cut Edict. Path of Peril. Actually, Path of Peril is probably better than Ritual of Soot. So we've got 1 Path of Peril, 1 Go for the Throat, 1 Fatal Push, plus Urtai for removal. That should be fine. Alright, we're on the draw. We've got a bunch of Thought Erasure, but no black mana. If we draw black mana, though, this is good. I think I'll keep. You can draw black mana. Right, deck? Right, deck? That's awkward. What to discard here? Probably a Thought Erasure, because I have 3. "26 lands in the deck. There we go. Lack mana. Let's go for a Thought Erasure. Alright, they negate it. They're playing Censor. I thought people had stopped playing that card. Narset. Still no lands, though. Let's go for Thought Erasure number 2. Another negate. Okay. It does suck that we lose our Surveils. Confounding Riddle. Okay, they resolve a Shark Typhoon. Let's go blank you.
Fight against many. I have just the trick for this.
So they're like a Days Undoing Narset. This is becoming popular. And the Resolve Shark Typhoon is really a bummer. I think I'll go for a Narset. They deduce. Make it 2/2.
My prowess is unmatched by my peers.
I'll go for one activation.
Meditate.
Grab
and
Search for
prepare.
Azcantan. I'll kill the 3/3.
So much commotion.
Alright, they have a Thoughtseize. Probably take Search for Azcanta. Yep.
Keep an open mind.
They get another Shark Typhoon. Well, yeah, we went a couple too many turns without drawing land. So, I think we're dead here. Let's just go to game 3. We had a good hand, we just couldn't find the black mana. Resolved, let's get our Hermits. And Shieldred. Resolve Shark Typhoon is just, like, lights out. Maybe Edict. Maybe one more Sweeper. I don't know, we're kind of overboarding here, I think. Let's just go with one Hermit. One spot removal spell. Maybe cut. I like Disinfo. One Sabotage since we're going up the negates. Want to try the Sphinx. Gotta cut something though. I'll cut one. Guess I gotta cut a Disinfo. Alright, we have colorful mana, so we'll keep this. I like double Thought Erasure. I like Juari Disruption. Into Dust, Sensor, Shark Typhoon. Well, I have another counter spell, or discard spell for next turn. I'll just take Sensor. And with my next Thought Erasure, I'll take Shark Typhoon. Shieldred's Edict. That's okay. We'll take an Edict. In case they stick like a Narset or something. Alright, let's play Disruption. Alright, they've had 3 draws. Do I go for Aquazats? They have 3 unknown cards in hand. Sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Alright. It becomes a land. Thoughtseize. Takes negates. Alright, we'll just pass. Gonna feel the ruin Aquazats. Okay. Maybe should have gone for a swamp there. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. I'll hold on to this disruption. Alright, let's go for Surveil. Narset? I like Narset. Deduce, okay. Alright, let's do Narset.
Past, present, and future
Activate.
are bound with thoughtfulness before action.
Let's grab Thought Erasure. Change the equation. Okay. They have an edict. Okay. Deduce. Ashiok. I don't want to actually wait on that. Doing some more clinging. One lane. Let's go for Ashiok. They go for a deluge, okay. Deduce. They're drawing a lot of cards. More deducing. Start plussing.
My kin are delightfully friendly.
Shieldred's Edict. Well, I'll go for a counter. Alright. Got a lot of removal. Well, that's bad. Our Disinfo. Otawara, okay. Spell Pierce. Not what we're looking for. Alright, take it back. That's good spell pierce. Alright, a little light on win cons now. I've already lost Ashiok, I've lost some stuff. I don't need another shipwreck marsh. Thank you very much. Where are my Field of Ruins? And my Disinfos? I've lost Ashiok. I've lost Aclazats. What do I still have for win cons? I have a Sphinx. Dig through time. Most Seed Shard. Jeez, man. Field of Ruin. I mean, I guess it's an answer for the hive that we're lacking. Alright, I think we're dead here. They've got the incubate tokens, they've got a handful of cards. Boo! Boo! That's too bad. We got out-controlled. Well, you know, there's traditional control cards that just draw cards like Deduce. That's a good card, and that's something that could be considered for my deck. I don't have enough card draw. That's one thing. And they managed to out-tempo us and just get us there with their card advantage. So GG's. Wakai Kido's our opponents. Will be on the play. Alright, yeah, I can Thought Seize on one, sure. That means I can't as Kanta on two. That's fine. Thought Seize on one is good. So it's a Bernie deck, Soken'Zan Ramanap Ruins. I wonder if this is the Slickshot deck. That deck doesn't run Lightning Strike. They actually run Wizard's Lightning. Mana, that's a good top deck. We do have a Ritual Suit, which could be helpful. We're not looking for Field of Ruin, I don't think. We do have those Ramanap Ruins, but... do I really want that? I think I actually do. Because I do have a sweeper, Disinfo. Keep that. Yeah, they got burn. Den of the Bugbear, Swift Spear. Alright, I think I'm going to draw Disinfo. This turn I'm sweeping. Nah, I think I got a bin Disinfo actually. Unfortunately. Alright. More Field of Ruin. Well, I got a sweep here. Yep, there's the Slickshot show-off deck. This card is so ridiculous. Alright, looking for removal. Not finding it. Yeah, they just have Silken Zan. Okay. So let's get rid of the den. So what I want here is Meat Hook Massacre. Don't need more land, thank you very much. Okay. As Kenta flips, well... I'm also dead to Ramonop Ruins if they just draw land. But I'm actually literally dead to their board right now if I don't draw a non-Ritual of Soot Sweeper. Okay. Alright, yeah, this mono red deck. I ran into it a bunch yesterday, and I think I don't have enough tech against it. So we want all the sweepers. Thoughtseize, way too painful. Fatal Push is good. I like Spell Pierce. Sinister Sabotage is too slow. I think Disinfo is too slow. Negate's probably better. Actually, the Hermits, I think, are good. Just because they're bodies. I'll keep this. You need to draw some lands. But we have good cards. Mana, okay. Like, do I play the blue and hold up Spell Pierce or the black and hold up Fatal Push? And I made the wrong choice. I think I get down as Kanta as early as possible. Malevolent Hermit. No, we're looking for land at the moment, I think. Yep. Fugitive Codebreaker. Just a 2-1 Prowess Haste, okay. Let's push the Swift Spear. This does unlock my deluges. Yeah, I think I do want land number 4. Doesn't unlock my deluges though, because I only have 1 blue source. Stomping me. Okay. Yeah, I guess that happens. Unfortunately. second stomp I can counter. So I go down to 4. Let's get rid of the den. Fatal push. Sure, we can keep a fatal push. Let's play our hermit. Does that cost double blue? No. There's the show off. Well, let's block here. Push the show off, I guess. Get a 2. So now I'm dead to Ramanop Ruins. I don't know. I should have just been surveilling for like Death Massacre. Thought Erasure doesn't do it. Path of Peril also doesn't do it now. So I'm dead. I could flash in my Sphinx to eat the Bone Crusher. I still died to the Etchings. Yeah, that deck, this deck, I mean, this is even like, they're playing Bone Crusher Giant. Which I don't think is the stronger version of the deck. It's just... I mean, it's fine. I don't mind losing to aggro decks once in a while. Yeah, you need more tech against that, because that deck's becoming real popular. Hana, who endures, is our opponent. Sure, we'll keep. Hand looks fine. A purple swamp. Takes our Thought Erasure. It's mono black. Takes our Sphinx. Alright, we'll play Search for Azcanta. Opponent misses their land drop. Yeah, Disinfo's cool. We get to keep bouncing that back to our hand. Alright, we can surveil another Disinfo. Yes, please. Actually, maybe that's excessive. Play a land. Go. Sorin. So do they just have Vein Ripper? Yep. This is the most busted tech. So I'm looking for... Go for the Throat or Shieldred? Thoughtseize. What? Oh, I didn't have any more black mana.
So,
No, not Field of Ruin. Yeah, this is such a cheese. Such a cheese. So I need to deal with that Preacher. I guess I'll Get rid of the Cavern of Souls. So I can push the creature. Every time a creature dies, I can ping for 2. Discard a Disinfo Campaign. Oh, you have to sack a creature to go for the thwarted. So I need Shieldred's Edict is what I need. Nope. And I didn't find it. So I think that's it. I could Memory Deluge for Land Edict. Nope. Alright, well, I mean, when they get to turn 3 Sorin, not much you can do about that. Okay. And we don't have a lot in the sideboard for that either. I have Pithing Needles for the Sorins. Negates, probably. They've got all the usual busted stuff. Fable. They're Rakdos. So, let's lose a Thoughtseize. I don't have anything really to have resolved Vein Ripper. You can lose the Thoughtseizes, I guess. 1 Sabotage. Sabotages might be hard to use because they are a Cavern of Souls deck. Well, we got counter spells, so that's good, I guess. Go for a black source. I can't tap out because they could have the combo. So I'll probably just draw cards here. Nope. Urtai. Again, I can't tap out. Creature. Sure. Yeah, I'll kill the creature. Still cannot tap out. Thoughtseize. Okay. Again, I could counter. No, I guess I just gotta let him do it. Takes my Disinfo. Okay. Well, I think I'll negate that. Sorin. Yeah, gotta counter that. Duress. Sure. Takes Ashiok. Can't let it resolve. They get to draw a card, but like you cannot let that resolve. Hey, it's a Thought Erasure. We did something. Vein Ripper, Bitter Triumph. They can almost hard cast the Vein Ripper, so I guess I'll take that. Don't need a Ritual of Soot. Cheater Scooter. I'll play this land here. Sure, if they want to trade for the copter, I'm very happy. Okay. Looks like they do. Or they might just Bitter Triumph. Trade for the copter. Okay. I'll take that all day. Alright, I'm going to take one hit from the Hive, because I do want to Memory Deluge. They have 3 creature lands. This is the deck that won the Pro Tour. Our opponent has net decked it precisely, it would seem. So we're low in Explorer, and the games are like this. Alright, let's go for Pithy Needle, plus search for Azcanta. I think I'll name Hive of the Eye Tyrants. Thought Erasure. Actually, I think I'm okay with Thought Erasure. Creature. Now I just want another removal card. Okay, Field of Ruin. Fatal Push, that's good. Alright, let's go blow up your Mutavault. Push your creature. Another creature. It says Azcanta. 3 steps ahead. Okay. Sure. We'll be 3 steps ahead. Well, gotta counter that. Shieldred's Edict. Dust Fusion Zealot. Alright, let's sack the creature. They talking Yuma. For Shieldred, they don't have the time to cast it. Disinfo or Jawari Disruption. I'll go for Disinfo. Disinfo. Alright, and then we can Surveil. Swamp to the graveyard. Get back our Disinfo. Play it again. Discard Shelly. Go. Duress is a whiff. Liliana. Deluge. Not that I really care about that too much. I think I'll grab double Stoic Sphinx.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answers.
I'll discard a land.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Play a Sphinx. Hey, let's see if these guys are any good. Looks like they're going to be good here.
It's no fun when they hit
I've got
back.
2 5/3 flying hexproofs. Got him. All right. Well, that was a grind and a half. Take back a sabotage. Maybe lose Path of Peril. Yeah. Doesn't kill this preachers. Alright. We can turn one, play a needle if we don't get thought seized on one, which we will. Oh, they took Disinfo. Okay. Let's go for Needle on Imperious Bloodlord. We've got a Blood Tithe. Let's go for a Surveil. Field of Ruin. Yeah, we want Field of Ruin. Creature. Yeah, we want to kill that more than the Blood Tithe. Alright. They've got double Mutavault. Because that deck plays like 6 or 7 creature lands. I gotta get a swamp here. Kill the preacher. thought erasure. Get rid of that. Bottom that. Search for Azcanta.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
Discard thought erasure.
Don't overthink things.
Really looking for a sweeper. There we go. Do I wait for them to flip their Fable? That would be very greedy. Lilia's gonna plus. I think I will just have to find another way to deal with the reflection. It's too risky to wait there. It also means I don't get my 5th mana, which means if I draw like Aquazox or Axiok, I can't play it. Alright, now I'd like to find another sweeper. Azcanta, can you hit me up, please? Thought erasure.
We
no
all have
thanks.
things we'd rather forget.
Yes. Urtai. So now the reflection can start copying the Blood Tithe Harvester. Yeah, I'm gonna go through all that and then just lose to one resolved Fable. Well, we'll see. Maybe I can find another sweeper. The question is, do I kill something now? And then what do I kill? I'm at 7. Yeah, you can't let this thing start activating. It's gonna start copying 3/2s. Yeah, this is why the deck is so good. Because of that card. Now they can minus to make me sack my Urtai, they can activate their Mutavaults.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
We're dead on board. Spell Pierce, Memory Deluge, don't do it. So yeah, GG's. Well, there are decks that can beat that. Actually, I just saw Jim Davis play Selesnya Angels, and that deck kind of clowns Rakdos, actually, but I've never been able to beat that deck with any deck I've played, so taking one game against it makes me feel good. Alright, we're against Tenenbaum. And we're on the draw. Yeah, this looks good. Blue-white control. There's an awful lot of blue-white control in the Explorer queue as well. I should have shocked. Like, a whole lot of blue-white control. Alright, I'm gonna go for a search for Azcanta. No more lies. I'll spell pierce. Jawari disruption. Yeah, I want land. So I'll go ahead and draw that. March of Otherworldly Light. That's fine. I don't want to spend my counterspell on that. Alright, let's Thought Erasure. No more lies. Another sabotage. I can bin that, I think. I think I'll go for Disinfo. They discard Supreme Verdict. I'm not concerned about their weenies, as they do have a Path of Peril. Alright, let's go for another Disinfo. Okay. So we are set up to grind them out here. Alright, let's Surveil. At this point, I'll take another Sabotage. Disinfo. It's vetoed, okay. Sure. And let's go for another Disinfo. Get you empty-handed. Okay. We do have a Get Lost that can cast. Okay. I'll go for the Sphinx when they tap to use their castle. Okay, let's Thought Erasure you. Absorb. Let's counter your Absorb. Beat Hook to the bottom, to the graveyard. Deduce. Okay, sure. Draw a card. It's a land. Let's explore with our Sphinx. We'll leave that on top. Alright, let's get rid of that castle. They have a restless anchorage also, so actually I can get rid of that. Well, I could have used go for the throat on that. Oh, I'm shuffling away my counterspell, which is not really what I wanted to do, but I didn't consider it. So I could be in trouble if they have like a wandering emperor here. I should have got their castle, because if they go to activate their restless anchorage, I can kill it. That was a bad play. Alright, I lose my counter spell. Just too bad. I draw Fatal Push. Okay. Let's explore. Draw Otawara. Let's attack. Let's sweep the weenies. Please tell me you're not salty roping. When people salty rope, I don't like to antagonize or be a jerk usually. When people salty rope, I do like to give a nice and also a good game. You're playing blue-white control. And you get cheesed off by another control deck. Snarf is our opponent. And I hope they pronounce their name that way every time they say it. We're on the draw with a one-lander. I've got a bunch of one-mana spells. I'm on the draw. There's 26 lands. I have 4 one-mana spells, but I only have a pathway. I have to mull that, really. Okay. The other hand had higher upside, but this is much safer. Probably bottom Jawari Disruption. Nah, I like countering stuff. Let's bottom a swamp. Alright, so it's Pheonix. I don't have a good matchup against Pheonix in game 1, certainly. And it's not great in post-sideboarded games either. That's all I really have. Alright. Fatal Push the Ledger Shredder. I'm actually playing my Disruption as a land here. When is Chalice of the Void getting printed into Explorer? Alright, I'm gonna go for Search for Azcanta. Alright, no Phoenixes in the yard so far. They do have galvanic iteration in their yard. So they're gonna be a like a temporal trespassing. There's certainly treasure cruise, because every Pheonix deck is treasure cruise. Yeah, I'll keep go for the throat. Ledger Shredder. Yep. They still haven't found any Pheonixes. Which is good. Alright, I'll go for Deluge. Thoughtseize Hive. Fatal Push can stay on top. Alright, let's kill the Ledger Shredder. And... Thoughtseize or hold up counterspell? Probably Thoughtseize. Picklock, Fiery Impulse, Opt. Let's take the Picklock. That can go in the yard. Alright, they do have a Fiery Impulse. And they have ample graveyard. So I think I just play this. Let's see, go. Gotta hold up a counterspell for Treasure Cruise. Opt. Free the Fae. Yeah. Okay. They really haven't found any Pheonixes yet. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, they have a Treasure Cruise in hand. There are another Thoughtseize. Don't need Meat Hook Massacre. Just gonna pass. They can Galvanic Iteration first. They're gonna get off a Treasure Cruise. Like, you just can't stop it. Over that. Wow. Okay. They should have gone for Galvanic Iteration first. Then might just have another one. No, just a prankster. Okay. Thought erasure. Transform, please. Prismari command, fiery impulse. Okay. Let's ditch the fiery impulse. We can bottom that. Play our land. Start eating your graveyard. Get rid of galvanic iteration. Ledger Shredder. Consider. Gets to discard a Pheonix this time. They don't play it though. They don't. Really? Okay, kill Ledger Shredder. They could have cast Prismari command and gotten the Pheonix back, but they chose not to. Which is an interesting choice. We'll eat a Pheonix. They're also blocking the hive, okay. Alright, they're gonna Prismari, draw a discard. You have the Pheonix in the yard now. Okay, they get a Pheonix back. Alright, let's activate Azcanta. Shieldred's Edict, Disinfo, Thought Erasure. I'll go for Thought Erasure. Let's Ashiok.
There is little as
Bounce the Pheonix, exile it, make you discard.
artistry.
Or make you exile a card. Alright, then let's
Your
Thought Erasure.
heroics are but a dream to me.
They have a treasure cruise. Ah, man. Well, we're gonna lose Ashiok, but I can't let them treasure cruise. Why is that card legal? Can someone tell me? Okay. They just attacked me. Alright, let's plus here.
Terror lurks among us.
Earth's High, I guess. Oh, tap my hive. Kill the Pheonix. Thought Erasure. Make you discard. Don't think I need another Thought Erasure. Alright. Let's... Plus...
My kin are delightfully friendly.
Now, we do die if they just have a Pheonix in hand at any point, but gotta try to close out the game. They don't have another removal spell, so they do have another Pheonix in their yard. So I need them to not be able to chain spells. There's one in their yard. 2 in exile. Alright. Counterspell makes me feel much better. Free the phase in instant. Yeah, there's not a good target for minusing. So I guess I just plus. Activate Hive. Attack. Lightning Axe, discarding their last card. Okay. I have to hold this counterspell. Good game. Attack for 1. I just attack with everything. Okay. Game 1, winning against Pheonix is good. So let's go with Narsets, let's go with Malevolent Hermits. Let's go with Erebos' Intervention, Unmoored Ego, go blank. Shieldred. Path of Peril can come out. Ritual of Soot, actually, I like that better than Meathook Massacre. Well, they're both decent. Shieldred's Edict is no good, that's for sure. Ritual of Soot can't kill the Pheonix, but it can kill the Ledger Shredders, which can get too big for Meathook Massacre. So I think I'll go 2 Ritual, 1 Meathook. Save the spot removal. Got a little bit of that stuff. The Sphinx really doesn't line up well against Phoenixes, because it can trade with this Pheonix, but the Phoenixes come back. Ashiok's also not really great against them, because all its tokens are on the ground. Everything they have is a flyer. Actually, I don't think they run... They're not that heavy on counter spells. So maybe Negate's just better than Hermit. Cut. Thoughtseize. 1 push. Run 61. That's what you do when you're running out of time. You submit 61. I've got unmoored ego. So I think I'll keep this. Which I guess I'll name Pheonix. Of course, it's tempting to name Treasure Cruise. Spell Pierce. I like Spell Pierce. Let's pierce that. Keep the graveyard empty. Alright, I don't think I fire off the ego here. I think I wait, because I have Spell Pierce, I have Erebos' Intervention. Sleight of hand. Alright, untap land, please? No. Narset. I think I just pass. I've got good interaction. There's no reason for me to go shields down. They just have a Pheonix. Okay. I think I'll kill it. And then I'll unmoor ego the Pheonixes. They got double Crackling Drake, Treasure Cruise, Mystical Dispute. One in their yard. Crackling Drakes are a little scary. They don't play it though. Okay. This will probably get disputed. Yeah, getting stuck on land sucks, man. Well, I don't help myself by playing more than 6 cards. There's Crackles. Alright, well, if I'm gonna get mana screwed, I don't have a chance. Fatal push. We need land is what we need. I don't know. Something. Alright, there's Crackles number 2. Go blank, we don't need. We're gonna die to these Crackles. Maybe I can get one of them to attack Narset.
Mind and body should move when you hone your prowess.
Thought erasure. do not get to draw extra cards. Alright, they boost their own dudes. So they can attack from for sure. Well, we went a couple too many turns without drawing land there. That was our problem. Anything you want to change? I guess Fatal Push does kill the Crackles. Sphinx can also trade with them. Disinfo is just not really good because it gives them the choice of what to discard. Let's just cut the Disinfos, which does make our deck significantly clunkier or more prone to awkward draws, but we just gotta trust in the heart of the cards, right? Maybe I cut a Ritual of Soot. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the rituals. We'll go all meat hooks for sweepers. So that theoretically we can kill Crackles. Seven lander. A one lander. Can't keep that. Alright, well, this sucks. It's a good 5. Bottom Sphinx and Field of Ruin. We'll need to draw some lands. We have 26 lands in our deck, by the way. Okay. Let's go for blue. Alright, counter. Alright, our cards are good if we can ever resolve them. Which is gonna be hard, we're so far behind on mana now. Okay. Let's try to kill the Sphinx. Or the Pheonix. They have a Spell Pierce. Well, we do get to resolve a Go Blank, which is good. That makes treasure cruising significantly harder for them. Go for a Memory Deluge. Thought Erasure. Land. Okay. That's Thought Erasure. Consider. Sleight of hand, opt, lightning axe. Guess I'll take sleight of hand. Field of ruin to the yard. Probably should have taken axe there actually, and then gotten down my Sphinx. Search for Azcanta. Let's go for our Sphinx. We got a trade. See, this isn't good. This isn't good for us. They're gonna actually let me trade. Okay. They're planning on triple spelling. Well, they don't have a target for lightning axe. Prankster, okay. That is odd. But we'll take it. Let's go blank again. Narset's reversal. We'll negate that. Yeah. If their last card is a mystical, we're screwed. Okay, phew. They have one card in hand, which is an opt. They have a 1/3 on the battlefield. Alright, let's search for Azcanta. Alright, gonna save my go for the throat. Sinister Sabotage? I don't think so. Opt. Let's go ahead and just push this 1/3. Because they could have like a ledger shredder. Alright. Azcanta, hook us up. Let's go Thought Erasure. Negate. Okay. I could counter that. I think I will counter that. Mystical Dispute. Okay. Got it. Play this as a land, I guess. Kill it. Treasure cruise. And that's where we lose. Probably. Meat Hook Massacre. I could see that being good. What's in your yard? Just a Pheonix? Yeah, let's... Hive. Get rid of that Pheonix. Drake. X equals 4. A 1-3. Alright, let's go for Thought Erasure. Narset's Reversal. Okay, I have no cards in my hand. You do get to Surveil one, which is annoying. I think I'll just leave up my Azcanta activation or Memory Deluge. Arclight Pheonix. Let's go for Memory Deluge. Aklazot's Ertai. Can't Thoughtseize. So let's Aklazot's. Go. I can Urtai one removal spell. Treasure Cruise. That's the card you can't beat. Now we lose. No, they don't have the removal. Wow. Okay. Incredible. Let's ask Kanta. Three steps ahead. I think it's a race, right? They're eventually going to find the removal spell. Oh, they let me get a bat. Okay. Can't thought seize. Crackles. Counter it. Alright. Treasure Cruise wins. Oh wait, I had a blocker. Oh no, I had a blocker. Oops. I actually... Oh, we can't look at the battlefields. I had a chance to win that. So, what do I think about Disinfo Control in Outlaws of Thunder Junction Explorer? So, the Explorer metagame on Arena is more and more looking like the Pioneer metagame. It didn't always used to look like that so much, but you're going to see more and more the mono red deck, Izzet Pheonix, and Rakdos Vampires, as well as blue-white control. Blue-white control is extremely popular because like almost every card that's in Pioneer was already in Arena. The other decks are becoming increasingly so. So this deck list needs to adapt to deal with those new real threats. And I think that means that it needs some more card draw, like we saw in our match against Dimir Control. Our opponent was able to just find the right cards because they were playing cards like Deduce, and probably Playset of Memory Deluge as well. Playset of Deduce, and I think that's kind of necessary for a deck like this to get the right pieces. So some more like card draw, I always vacillate back and forth between the three elements. Like, oh, I want more removal, I want more discard, I want more counter spells, I want more card draw. But I think in the final analysis, having more card draw for a deck like this is essential. And I think it just needs more tech against, like some damping spheres in the sideboard would be good to slow down all that card draw. Like, I don't know what you do against Treasure Cruise. You try to thought seize it, you try to counter it, you try to keep their graveyard clean. It's not enough, and they really only need to resolve one, and it's totally game breaking. So yeah, I would say main board needs some more cheap card draw. Probably Deduce. That spell actually seems really good for control decks. 2 mana, draw a card, make a clue, later on crack it, gain 2 additional mana. That also gives a target for 3 steps ahead to potentially copy. If you've really got nothing better to do, you can copy those clue tokens. And yeah, some more hate for Izzet in the sideboard is essential. If there was some cheap, like, you know, just a spot removal spell that exiled, it might be worth considering. Nothing comes to mind. There's like any number of black spells that exile creatures, but I think at instant speed they mostly cost 3 mana or more. Yeah, and also I think the main board, in addition to the deduces, it needs probably another fatal push, maybe another answer for the red deck. So you're looking at cutting some of this high end here, and that includes the Sphinx. I do like the Sphinx, and I think it's actually good for the deck, but I think as a one of, it's probably sufficient. Aclazotz is awesome. I don't know. You probably want to shave on the Disinfo angle, unfortunately, because it's a little too slow. For realistically, it's a little too slow for what Explorer / Pioneer is these days. So yeah, more card draw, a little more removal for the mono red deck in the main. Definitely more hate for Izzet Pheonix in the sideboard. So that's what we learned from our 1-4 result. That we might have won that last game against Pheonix, actually. So it's technically a 1-4. It could have been a 2-3. But in any case, I think we saw where we need to improve and where the deck has gained from OTJ. I think 3 steps ahead is great. Just straight up counterspell, in addition to those other options, is fantastic. Definitely an upgrade from Supreme Will. And the Sphinx, it did win us one game against Rakdos, no less, so that's cool. But I think as a one-of, it's definitely a worthy inclusion. It's the kind of spell that this deck wants for sure. But anyway, I enjoyed playing Disinformation Control in Explorer. I always do. I always like playing Arena, even though I don't get a chance to do it very much these days, because, I don't know, I don't like Standard that much, and generally it seems like viewership prefers Pioneer to Explorer, which I can understand. It's got the, the card pool, it's the Pro Tour format, so... Anyway, that's going to do it for this installment of Disinformation Control and Explorer. I hope you enjoyed. If you did and you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Hope to see you in the next one. Have a good night.